Lesson 2, establishing your brand. How do you make your brand distinguished from the others? For one, you have your logo. More than one. What do you mean more than one? Well, if you really pay attention, a lot of brands have more than one logo. They may have the typical logo that you see everywhere. They have the black and white one. They may have an all-white one. They may have different logos that they use in different contexts, or they may have different logos that have morphed over time. But in terms of the files that you maintain, you will also want to have what's known as a transparent logo as well. And that will allow you to apply your logo to different web pages without it being layered, if I'm making sense. So it would kind of look like this if it's transparent, or if it's black and white transparent, it could look like this or like this. This is like grayish, kind of opaque, but most people think of this when I say transparent. That is not what I mean. I just simply mean you can apply it to a page without it being stacked or layered or creating confusion. You will also want to establish what's known as brand guidelines. Brand guidelines means that you identify all the specifics related to your brand. If you take a look at a company like McDonald's, we recognize them not just because of their logo, but we know their brand guidelines. When we see the yellow and red with a bit of white, or yellow, black, and red, that's an example of how they switch it up. We recognize, oh, it's McDonald's in 2 seconds. In addition to that, each brand has fonts that they use. A larger font for a larger heading is known as an H1. H2 is smaller, H3 all the way through H6. Each of these can be different, and they are often used in different environments or in different contexts, even if they are used within the same magazine or a news article. This may be my heading, but this may be my subtext. This may be my print text, or this may be my print text, and this may be subscript or something of that nature. So color. Colors evoke emotion. Ask yourself, what colors best express your brand? Who will those colors attract? What do those colors say about you? Are the colors childish or mature? Do the colors align with your industry? Do they represent your brand values? In other words, your colors will express who your company is. And believe it or not, you can actually attract or repel people with the colors of your company alone. So when selecting your colors, just make sure it's something that, expresses your values. What are you interested in? And again, you don't have to have just one color or some monolith. I mean, you can have an amalgam of colors and use them in different contexts, or you can use them all together. It's completely up to you. Branding. Again, this is going to go back to your imaging, your text, your color, your palette, your logo. And a lot of people don't know this, but most brands have a certain style of image that they will do and images that they will not do. So keep that in mind. Select 4 or 5 styles that you like, and then decide on which environments that you would like to apply those toward. And it makes it easier for, let's say, if you have a new hire or a digital marketer or someone who comes in and does the work for you. They now have a set of instructions that says, hey, use this heading for this. Use this subtext for this. Use these colors here, etc. So the imaging, the text, the color palette, and the logo equate to an energy or an emotion around your company. This must match the customer or the target market. Be mindful that it is common to have multiple styles for a variety of contexts or marketing campaigns. An example would be online ads. They may use a different text and imaging style as opposed to that which you run for magazines or print for a particular clothing line.